Hi Internet, I'm Brooks Hassig, designer, meditator, person on the internet. I'm interested in the question of how do successful makers stay productive and happy, especially in a culture of work like we have here in San Francisco. My guest today has been Katherine Krug, creator of Betterback and former co-founder of Everest. We just had a really fun live stream on the internet, and if you tuned in, thank you so much for doing that. We didn't have time to ask all the questions that I wanted to ask on the live stream, and so we're just following it up with this video to ask a few more questions. So thanks for tuning in. Let's get right to it. Katherine, at the heart of what I'm interested in is this question of balance. We live in such a culture of work. How does someone who wants to be successful but still maintain happiness find their balance? How do you do that?
Yeah, it's a great question. I feel like it's the question in life. For me, so much of my life is about alignment. So when you set out to do work, people talk about this idea of work-life balance as though work isn't part of life and there's no life in work. But there absolutely can be if you are spending your time doing something that is really consistent with who you are, what your goals are, and what you hope to effectuate, and what brings you happiness. So every day when I do my work, it doesn't seem like work. Obviously there's like the crap part of every job, but on the whole, what I'm doing is fulfilling at really core levels, and so it is 100% part of sort of like this creative self-expression. In terms of how I divide my days and how I actually look at work and look at life, I really think, actually I kind of answered.
Yeah, I think you got it.
Okay.
I want to point out that Katherine's Betterback project is the third most popular on Kickstarter right now.
Woo!
And in 5 days went past its funding goal by 1,000%.
Yeah, it's
amazing. Incredible.
Yeah.
Katherine, you have faced some incredible adversity. You have had incredible back pain. What happened after Everest? You were diagnosed with...
Yeah, so I was doing my last startup, and it was one of these grinds, no work-life balance. It was a 10, 12-hour day, and like most of us, I was hunched and rounded over my computer all these days, and it set off sciatica pain, and just like overnight, my life was sort of clouded by this constant chronic pain. And also, my last campaign did not work out, which was a totally hard emotional process to go through. And so as I was leaving that, I was trying to think, what can I do to re-energize myself? I needed to put my life really back on a place that felt fantastic. And so I realized I could come up with a solution for the problem that I had. And so Betterback was formed. As I was coming up with this little solution, I would be with friends, I would be at a meeting, and it turned out almost everybody has back pain or has had back pain in their lives. And so I realized that there was really something there to run with. I also had some other like stress-related issues, and so it was all about re-energization.
Through all that pain and stress, why do you think you've been so motivated and effective and successful?
Yeah, you know, I feel like as a doer, you have this like energy, and it can get placed in so many different directions, and I spent a lot of time thinking how I wanted to spend my days and make sure that it was really in alignment with what my goals in life are. And so I wanted to build something that would have a really positive impact in people's lives. And I also had certain desires. I didn't want to have to go to an office for 12 hours a day. I wanted flexibility. I saw it as freedom. And so I've been building this from my apartment, which is where we are right now for the last 6 months. There's all sorts of ways that this has come together to really be a sort of a manifestation of all of my goals into this product.
Got it. For the internet people watching out there around the world, how can they and we, what's one thing you could suggest we do to increase our productivity and happiness? Just like one thing we could do in our life.
Well, this is such, I'm sorry to do this,
Oh, no,
but
I walked
good
into this one.
Good posture. It is absolutely mind-blowing what the research shows. When you sit slumped over, it absolutely decreases your circulation, your breathing, your immune system, your metabolism, aside from the chronic pain that will ultimately come with enough time of like neuromuscular stress. So good posture, it's just something that you should think about, whether it's getting a standing desk, using better back when you sit. The health consequences are really extreme on the bad side and on the good side. Good posture boosts even your confidence, your concentration, your energy, your motivation, everything.
Thank you.
You totally teed that one up.
I did. I walked right into it. Sorry, Internet. You nailed it. So I just want to say thank you for joining me today and for this and for the live stream. And thank you, Internet, for tuning in because you're supporting my dream of exploring the ideas of happiness and productivity for makers. So from San Francisco, thanks very much. Take care. Bye.